Stallone calls, Jack McBrayer visits, and we give Charisma Carpenter a little bit of justice. All this and more on today's Last Looks. Hit the theme!
How did this get made? I don't know. How did this get made? I told you, I don't know. How did this get made? I don't know. How did this get made? I don't know. I just know, you know.
Hello, all you Salesforce employees, and we still don't know what your company does, but we appreciate you nonetheless. I am your men's studies class professor, Paul Scheer, and welcome to How Did This Get Made? Last Looks, where you, the listener, get to voice your issues on Expendables 4, a movie that Discord user Corgi Herder thinks should have had the tagline, Expendables 4, covering more senior citizens' health insurance through SAG-AFTRA than the VA. Thank you, Corgi Herder, for that. That's pretty good. Alt movie tagline, and a big shout out to John Cohen for his Stallone summer opening song. I know, John, you've separated from your brother and no longer are you the Cohen brothers. So I really appreciate this solo song on your own behalf. Remember, if you have an alt movie tagline or title, submit it to us on our Discord at discord.gg/HDTGM. And if you have a Last Looks theme, maybe an episode theme song, you can go to HDTGM and click on Submit a Song right there. Just click right there and you can just upload your song to our Dropbox. Keep them short. 15 to 20 seconds is best. Now, coming up on today's episode, we'll be hearing all your corrections and omissions on Expendables 4, and I'll be playing an exclusive deleted scene from the episode. That's right, more content. Plus, I'll be sharing more of my Lost Sylvester Stallone podcast featuring guests like Jack McBrayer, David Wain, and even my own mom. And as always, at the end of the show, I will reveal the movie for next week's episode. Just a heads up, on August 8th, you can catch June on the big screen in both Freakier Friday and Weapons. So get your butts to the movie theater. Weapons is fantastic. You will love it. I also want to give a shout out to my friends who made The Naked Gun. It is very, very funny. Apparently, according to Rotten Tomatoes, this is the best reviewed comedy, or second best reviewed comedy, in over a decade. So get yourself to the movies, people. Every Monday, The Dark Web is on YouTube absolutely for free. Me, Rob Hubel, and this week we talked about a cowboy who likes to give you sex tips. Pretty great. Anyway, our amazing movie producer, Avril Halley, is on the road to recovery with her brain cancer. The love, the outpouring of just support that you've given her through snail mail at P.O. Box 641, Agora Hills, California, 91376, or through email at andrew@moviebitches.xyz has been amazing. If you want to keep it going, she loves it. We love it. I just want to thank you all for doing that for her. And it's just amazing that her prognosis has been getting so much better. As we get into it, I want to just remind you that today we are going to figure out Expendables 4. If you left with any questions, don't worry, because by the end of this episode, you will be like, Paul, I know what's up. And you know what? Let's start it right now with a little corrections and omissions.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. A film podcast without errors is an omission impossible.
Thank you, Anyhow Blues, for that theme song. Let's go to the Discord. Sean McBee, what do you got? Well, I'm going to read it. I think my biggest issue with this movie, other than every single minute of it being the dumbest thing I've ever seen, is that the bad guy's plan hinges on capturing everyone and then convincing the government to do a prisoner exchange to save the team called the Expendables. Well, I don't know if their government calls them that. Timu Judi Dench should have said, they're called the Expendables for a reason, asshole. But no, this is a world in which she had to send a memo requesting a prisoner exchange for a team explicitly used for their expendability. Now, Sean, I don't want to get into the nitty gritty. I don't believe they are called the Expendables. Like, I don't know if they like go to the Expendables headquarters. I think that they just they're mercenaries, right? I hear what you're saying. Like, I don't think that anyone in this world is saying, get your team of Expendables. But you know what? As I say that, it probably is a line that there is in the movie. So you know what? You're right. Dr. Guts 1003 writes, why is a popular social media influencer putting an ad in a newspaper to find a new bodyguard? Dr. Guts, that's old man logic for you. That is some Stallone logic. Okay, I think he's still writing movies that take place in the early 80s. Arkham Player writes, did anyone see the photo in Statham's locker of him and Megan Fox? His facial hair is hilarious, considering Megan Fox wasn't in the earlier movies and Statham hasn't had facial hair in any of the movies. Why did this character decide to grow a questionable goatee between movies 3 and 4? I did not notice that. I think in my mind, I thought that he drew that mustache on himself. But when you look at this picture, and you can see it on Discord, it is straight up like, I don't know, magician who hasn't gotten a lot of work lately. There is something so bizarre about this thing. It just feels like something funny that happened on set and they just took a picture and they put it up there. Anyway, let's go to the phone. Tristan, what do you got?
In the Expendables 4 show, Jason said Jean-Claude does get it, but he doesn't get it, when he suggested playing his twin brother, which I have to say would have been an amazing decision. If you have never seen it, check out Jean-Claude Van Johnson, which is a Amazon Prime series where Jean-Claude Van Damme plays himself, a version of himself, where his undercover identity is Jean-Claude Van Johnson, as he goes in, and all of his movie shoots around the world have been cover stories for him to do some secret agent nonsense off on the side, and he 100% gets it and is kind of poking fun at himself and his career in that. It's excellent. You should check it out if you haven't seen it. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Yes. I know about this show. This is an older show, as a matter of fact. And I'm a fan. Directed by a friend, Peter Atencio, who I believe is related to the man who wrote the song for The Haunted Mansion. Where did that fact live? In my brain. Anyway, it is created by Dave Callahan, who wrote Expendables 1 and Across the Spider-Verse and Shang-Chi. It's good. It's really good. Our friend Heather Campbell, also in that show. Heather from How Did This Get Played? But now I think it's just called something else, like just Get Played. Love Heather. It's great. Okay, next call. Now, I can't verify this, but my producer, Scott, is telling me that this next call is from Sylvester Stallone himself. Let me hear.
Hey, Paul, it's Sly. What's this I hear about my movies being covered on a bad movies podcast? A bad movies podcast? That's all right. Let me tell you something you already know. It's not about how many bad movies you make. How many bad movies you make, and you keep moving forward. How many Oscars you make, and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. That's how Expendables was made. Expendables 4 and 5. Anyway, there better be a summer of Stallone on Unspooled. That's all I got to say about that. Bye, Paul.
Okay, now that I've heard it, I got to say, I believe that is Sylvester Stallone. Wow. I am honored. I would say the only note to that Stallone is, I would say it doesn't matter how many Razzies you get, but you got to keep on getting up to get those Oscars. That's the only note I would say that's Stallone. But you know what? Stallone, a great writer. I appreciate him calling in. Thank you, Stallone. Wow, I'm honored. And we will talk about doing potential Unspooled series. By the way, Unspooled, we've been doing a lot of fun movies. We just did Naked Gun, a fun kind of breakdown of that film. We've done a lot of new, interesting films on that show. So check it out if you haven't heard it in a bit. But thank you, Sylvester Stallone, for calling in. I appreciate it. I hope you're not offended. And I know you're not, because you're just a cool dude. Anyway, back to the Discord. George Glass writes, so I decided to watch all 4 of these because I couldn't just hop in at the 4th one. And this was my biggest gripe. Justice for Charisma Carpenter. She has a couple of scenes in the first one, shows up in the second one, where her character and Statham get engaged, and then she disappears, never to be seen again. And in the fourth one, Statham is just randomly dating Megan Fox. What happened to Charisma Carpenter? I did some sleuthing, and it turns out they cut a scene in the second one where they break up, but they never allude to it in the third or fourth movie. She just disappeared. Now, I know that I'm a big Buffy fan. We've talked about this. I'm a big Angel fan. I love Charisma Carpenter. We worked out at the same gym, and I did everything within my power never to make eye contact or speak to her, because I would have just completely geeked out. But I remember seeing Expendables 1 and being like, damn, she's good. She should be in more stuff. And you're right. Justice for Charisma Carpenter. Now, we also normally in this show have like a little deleted scene. And this week we wanted to add one in because we did talk about Charisma Carpenter in the actual show. So take a listen to this and you can kind of see how her absence is even kind of more egregious. What's her name? What's your question?
Oh, my name's Charlie. I was just going to say, I know, Jason, you haven't seen the other Expendable movies. You said you saw the first two. But Cordelia in the first one was in a relationship with Jason Statham. And Sylvester Stallone's like, you can't be in relationships and do this life. She's pregnant in the second one. He's a father in this one. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, no.
I'm surprised there was never a kid Expendables. Like a kids team?
That'd be
Well, by the way,
cute.
I am in the Fast and Furious kids cartoon on Netflix.
I love
Not
that.
a joke. I am in one episode of it.
He's a father. Well, that gives a lot of gravitas to him deciding to go down with the ship. He doesn't have even one thought about his offspring.
So, yeah, not only did they break up, but they broke up when she was pregnant. No wonder they cut it out, okay? Because it's like, yeah, that makes Statham a fucking asshole. Anyway, so weird. So weird. And you know what? This is said with love because I actually think Megan Fox is pretty great too. Jennifer's Body, A+. I'm just bummed. I'm bummed. I'm excited we get Megan, but I'm also bummed we lose Charisma. And I'm like, for the amount that Megan is in this movie, maybe Charisma couldn't do all those stuff. I don't know. Somebody talk to Charisma. Find out what's going on. No, don't talk to her. That would be weird. Somebody talk to Statham and be like, what's up? Why didn't you producers want to put her in? Maybe she asked for some more money, and I bet you cheap fuckers were like, no. Anyway, as a matter of fact, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Corgi Herder writes, I got a question for Paul. Oh, that's me. Let's say the series is rebooted in 20 years. Who is your cast? Now, be careful with ages because Vin Diesel would be 78 years old. Corgi Herder says, I would go with Jason Momoa and Chris Hemsworth as the leads. I believe Hemsworth was in one of these anyway. Keanu Reeves as their stone-faced sniper. Jake Gyllenhaal as a crazy demolitions expert. John Cena as their stealth guy. Jason Statham in a small role to connect the franchise. And villains, Tom Hardy and Michelle Rodriguez. I love it. But you're leaving out some good people. Frank Grillo. I think Frank Grillo could be in this. I think that John Cena could definitely be in this. You haven't talked about The Rock at all. Let's put The Rock in this. Hell yeah. I also think when you're looking at this movie and you're thinking like, all right, who could do this kind of cool action? You know, we mentioned a lot of dudes. Obviously, Michelle Rodriguez is in there. Charlize Theron. I mean, wouldn't she be a fucking badass? Ana de Armas. I could see her in this. But if we want to even go one step further, Tom Cruise leads the team. It's like Mission Impossible, but old Mission Impossible. Anyway, let's go to Waterboy 2. Okay, now the video game that Paul was talking about in the episode was called Def Jam Vendetta, which was basically Mortal Kombat with rappers. Yes, thank you, Waterboy, for getting me. But Expendables team members, 50 Cent, also had his own video game called 50 Cent Bulletproof, where he's basically a superhero Neo James Bond. Not like a Neo James Bond, but like a superhero / Neo / James Bond. Now, our producer, Scott, looked up the Metacritic user score for this video game. It is a 4.4 out of 10, of course, right? But we've noticed that the YouTube comments on this trailer are overwhelmingly different. Yeah. So we're going to briefly interrupt Corrections and Omissions because now it's time for 50 Cent Bulletproof Second Opinions.
What's mine's is mine's. What's yours is mine's. I run these streets. This whole city is mine's. I never understand how people forget that.
All right. The trailer for 50 Cent Bulletproof on YouTube has 758,000 views, 6,500 likes, and 446 positive comments. First up is a comment from 95 Batman Lover. As a young kid, I honestly thought 50 Cent was a skilled mercenary like this in real life. You know, that is not too far off because we were taught as young people who love Steven Seagal that he was all these things too, not just like a karate teacher for rich dudes in Beverly Hills. Kid Gray 3994 writes, this is one of the hardest clips ever. As a kid, my dream was to become a skilled killer like 50 Cent and gain respect around my whole city. I ended up with a minimum wage 9 to 5, but thanks for the memories, Fetty. Tev Dennis 11 writes, great times. I remember showing my mother this trailer, telling her how much I wanted this game. I still remember to this day when she saw 50 Cent shooting a guy hanging off the rooftop. She was like, oh my God, no. But still ended up buying it for me. Tev, that's a good mom. Adaloff 1 writes, before John Wick, we have 50 Cent. You know, that's the thing. Like, there was like that moment where there were a lot of biopics, but you know, I remember that like DMX did a movie with Jet Li. That was awesome. You know, I feel like Fitty had like his biopic movie, which is kind of a rip of the Eminem, not a rip, but like trying to steal thunder from that. I'm like, just put him in these fatigues and get him blowing shit up. Anyway, I love that. And I appreciate Scott finding that little 50 Cent video game tangent. But you know what? Back to the business at hand. We have to pick the best correction and omission for this week. And you know what? I want to give it to somebody who talked about something that was very important. Yes, I know Stallone called, and that was awesome, and I am honored by it, but he doesn't need any more accolades. I want to give my accolade this week to our friend, George Glass. George Glass, who says, justice for Charisma Carpenter. And you know what? I have to agree with you 100%. Now, I wish I could give you something, but I can't. But I can have you listen to this song specifically for you. Milk! Hit it!
What you want? Nothing. What you need? Nothing. What you win? Nothing.
All right. If you want to chime in with your own thoughts about the latest episode, hit up our Discord or call us at 619-PAUL-ASK. And once again, you can find our new song submission link at hdtgm.com or in the show notes for this very episode. Coming up after the break, you will hear from guests like Jack McBrayer, David Wain, and more as I bring Sylvester Stallone Podcast back to light. And of course, I will finally announce next week's movie. Be right back. All right, everybody, I hope you're checking out classic How Did This Get Made episodes that are being re-released into your feed every Tuesday. This week, we are continuing Stallone Summer with Cobra, and next week, we'll be revisiting a movie that argues bombs are more precise weapons than guns. That's right, The Specialist with all-star Nicole Byer. So keep on checking out all of the replays of our classic episodes every Tuesday. I believe that Nicole Byer episode was the first live episode back after COVID. All right. Anyway, I've plugged it enough. It is now time to get back into my Lost Sylvester Stallone podcast. On our previous Last Looks, you heard how Stallone agreed to guest on my podcast, but kept on standing me up for every episode. So, does Sly ever show up? Let's find out.
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
How are you?
What's the matter?
Just bummed out.
What happened?
I'm doing this Sylvester Stallone podcast, and I thought that I was going to get Sylvester Stallone to come in, and he has not come in.
So what happens now?
I don't know. They have me signed up for this contract, and I have to do this show, and people are listening, and I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'm going to look like a real jerk in front of everybody. You know. But I don't know. I don't know if I should. What?
Did he have a contract to do what he promised?
This is what I'm. Okay, so we talked to his people at one point, and like we advertised this. I talked to like the Wall Street Journal and just on Bloomberg. I just was on Bloomberg today and talking to these guys, and I was advertising. They said, "Oh yeah, now he's not going to come now, so he's not coming." You know, so it just you know, like, I don't know if you know how that. You like when you feel like you put yourself out there in a way, and you just You know, now everyone, I don't know, sees it, and I just feel like a jerk about it. You know, because I don't know what to do to recover from it.
Well, let me ask you this: Is it totally lost? Is there any way that you could personally reach out to him?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's. I guess I could. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I know him or anything. You never met him, right? You never saw him like in the city or anything like that, no?
Who are you saying that to June?
No, I'm saying that to you.
Sylvester Stallone?
No, because I remember you ran into Chevy Chase in that liquor store one time.
Oh, yeah. No, I never met him in the city. Yeah, no.
All right.
But you know what? Can I tell you something? We had a similar thing happen at the hospital.
Okay.
Where we thought we were going to have these hospitalists join the staff, right?
Right.
And at like 12:01, they said, "Oh, by the way, we're not doing it." And the only thing that worked was for the chief medical officer to throw himself on the sword. And there was something that they didn't like, but rather than saying what they didn't like, they just said, "We're not doing it." So he found out what it was that they didn't like. He couldn't correct it immediately, but we got them to start. And I'm thinking that sometimes you have to kiss, well, I mean, in your business, you know it more than I do.
Yeah.
You know, I think you have to kiss his ass a little bit.
So maybe just like go in there and just kind of like, just maybe like offer up something that he's not quite getting or something, or just like kind of, fall on my sword a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And,
Okay.
Play to that.
I will.
Absolutely play to that.
All right. This is, I appreciate that. That's actually really good advice. You know what? Because I feel like everyone's just like kind of against me. Like June's even saying, like June told me, she's like, "I don't want you to stop doing the show. You're embarrassing yourself." And, everyone's trying to say, just cut your losses. And you're the first person to tell me that I should continue. And I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. And I bet you it'll work.
Yeah.
I really do. I tell you, we had millions of dollars at stake, and I
That's the
I
same
doubt
thing
that
with
you have
this.
millions
With
of dollars.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, Wolf Pop, not millions of dollars, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe there's something you can offer him. I mean, would he be somebody that you would want on the league?
Well, I mean, you think he would be like into, like, if I could like kind of put that out there, like he could be on the show and be like, he'd be a cool currency.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right.
I would just really, I don't want to say beg, but you know what I mean by falling on your sword.
No, I definitely do. I definitely do. This is great. Thank you, Mom.
Okay, honey.
Thanks
all
so
right.
much.
Oh, I'm glad to help. I'm Christmas shopping for Gussie.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, all right. Well, I love you, Mom.
Buddy.
Hey, Jack McBrayer, you are on the Jack McBrayer podcast. I'm the host, Paul Scheer, asking you questions that the fans want to know.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Jack, you are now the star of the show. I originally started the Sylvester Stallone podcast. Been having trouble getting him, but I figured, next to Stallone, people will also want to know about Jack McBrayer. What makes you tick? What the fun parts of your career and stuff. And figure if you're up for it, we could just do a podcast right now. You're on the air right now.
I guess so, but now clearly I wasn't your first choice, though.
Well, no, but you were my first choice because I didn't think that you were popular enough like Stallone. But now, as as things have gone on, I'm definitely feeling like this is you're a gettable guest for me.
But did you ask other people first?
I asked a couple people.
Now getting to me?
I asked a couple people. Yeah, sure. Friends of ours and stuff like that. But now that we got each other, I think we won't worry about the past. You're never the first offer. Do you ever hear that?
What does that mean?
Well, like if you ever got a movie or a TV, like chances are you're not the first person they wanted. Like I'm sure for, Kenneth, they didn't write that part for you. It probably went to like a bigger actor, or something like that.
No, actually, no, that is incorrect. I knew Tina Fey for a long time. And
Okay.
she did say she wrote Kenneth with me in mind, Paul.
I doubt it.
Did you audition for it?
I didn't audition. I'm just saying I doubt it. I'm just saying there probably was other people out there. She probably, I don't know, she probably went to like Donnie Wahlberg or somebody first, like a bigger name person.
Donnie Wahlberg?
Yeah. Don't get caught up on this. We shouldn't get caught up on the fact that you're lower than Donnie Wahlberg on the celebrity ladder. You're a more accessible guy. That's why I'm calling you right now.
Why are you doing this? You called me.
I know. And you're the one who's telling me that you're offer only and that everyone wants you. Listen, let me burst your bubble, buddy.
I've never said that. I'm not even positive what that means.
You just said that Tina Fey wrote the part for you and everything like that. Have some humility. Okay.
No, she did write that part for me.
See,
I'm not saying every job I get is written.
Okay.
What do you want to know? Why did you call me?
I'm calling you because you should be excited. You're in the star of my podcast. Okay, you're the star.
What is your question?
All right, the question is, if you're in an alley, whose ass could you kick? Bruce Willis's ass, Jason Statham's ass, Van Damme's ass, Danny Trejo's ass, Arnold's ass, John Cusack's ass. Who's the toughest fighter?
What are you talking about? I don't know any of these people. Okay. I would never be in a fight.
Okay, well, I told you that the premise of the show was Sylvester Stallone podcast, and I only have a bunch of used up questions for Sylvester Stallone. So you can figure that out. Who you're going to fight? Would you be able to beat up?
You just said it was the Jack McBrayer show where I am the star, and people want to know questions about Jack McBrayer. I don't know beans about Jason Statham and Bruce Willis and fighting them in an alley.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay, all right, fine. You know what? You're right. Okay, how about this? This is from, all right, okay, I have another question. Jason Kopech writes, who wins in a 10-round fight today? You or Carl Weathers? Who, of course, played Apollo Creed in Rocky.
Again, you're barking up the wrong tree here, kid. I've never been in a fight ever, except with my brother and my sister.
Who won?
Horrible altercation.
Okay, well, first of all, who won? Who won?
It was a tie. Okay.
Okay, and does your brother look like Carl Weathers?
Oh, give me a break.
I'm just asking the question. You are a defensive interviewer. You're very defensive. Okay. Here, another.
What do you want? I'm about to go out to dinner. With John Hamm.
What?
Heard of him?
Oh my! Can you get him on? I would love to do a John Hamm podcast. Can we have him on the show?
No.
You're a real jerk. Yep. He hung up on me. Great. Well, it's either the Jack McBrayer podcast or the Sylvester Stallone podcast. I'm not sure. And we'll find out more, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. Thanksgiving's coming up. If you guys have a place for me to eat, I would love that. So let me know on the message boards on Wolf Pop. Woohoo! Love you. And a special message to my wife. I'd like to come home. June, I'd like to come home. Hey everybody, welcome to the David Wain podcast, formerly the Jack McBrayer podcast, formerly the Sylvester Stallone podcast. I am your host, Paul Scheer. I'm sitting here with writer, actor, director David Wain. David, welcome to the show.
It's so good to be here, and I've always wanted to lend my voice to the podcast medium, and this is a great opportunity for the audience to get some of my wisdom, some of my tidbits, and I'm just really thrilled for the community of listeners and the world out there that they get a chance to hear what I have to say.
Well, this is great. We're really going to get into it with you. This is obviously, we're a gradual series. We'll start out with big ideas and get to some small stuff. But let's just find out, what are you working on now? Like, what's exciting?
It's like, what am I not working on? I think of myself as a multi-hyphenate. It's like writer, director, comedian. Gardener in my backyard, father, husband. It's like, you name it, I'm doing it. And so it's like projects, Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, so you're doing a lot of Hollywood stuff in it. And you recently made a trip out here to Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, well, I've become West Coast based recently. And that's been, a way to get into I feel like it's a lot of the heart of stuff in cable TV, network TV. There's live stuff,
But it must be hard. You're away from your home for the holidays, and probably tough to even have plans for the holidays.
Well, it's just when I was in New York, my family's in Ohio, and so I'll be going with my family to Ohio to see my parents and my.
Oh, so you're actually leaving LA and you're going to Ohio?
Yeah.
It'd be so fun to actually, I think, like even to go with you there to kind of get into your family life and see what your dynamic is with your family.
You'd love it, Paul. It's like the jokes around the table. It's
I can imagine. Well, I actually would love it. I would love to come. If you're cool with having me come.
Obviously, I know that, I mean that literally in that, but if you in a funny way as a bit, that's funny to say. Like,
no. Yeah, no, I know. Would it be weird? Would it be weird? I mean, I'm right now. I don't have any Thanksgiving plans right now, so I'm free.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in Ohio, so
right.
we're it would be a plane flight, and it's not.
I think we can. I think I could. I would swing it. I'd get some money together. If I could just. Yeah.
The thing is, it's like we have this table, and there's only so many chairs in the table, and it's like, I actually did just a second ago, I actually spoke to my sister, Beth, who is setting it all up, and she said that you're not invited.
So I can't go.
It's the thing is that you can't come because this is.
You know what? This podcast is boring. This is a boring podcast. No one cares about what you have to say about anything. We're not doing this podcast anymore.
No, the David Wain podcast, I thought.
No, yeah, it's done. No one cares. Because you know what? I thought you were a nice guy. I thought you were a guy who cared about your friends, and now you just shit on me.
I'm not sure. I'm saying you can't go to my Thanksgiving dinner, but America wants to know.
No one wants to know about you. No one wants to know about you. You're done. All right, this is no.
It's over.
What a jerk. I mean, you're going back to Ohio and you don't have room for me? I made a whole fucking podcast about you. I mean, this is the kind of stuff, again, it's Hollywood. Oh, so nice to your face. And then when you ask them for something real, something tangible, they say no. You know what? Let this be a lesson to everyone out there who wants to be an actor, a writer, a director. You know what? Get used to being lied to, because this is what this town is about. This podcast was started on a lie told to me, and now my life is spiraling because of the liars here. You think that there's support, and there's just no support. It is Tuesday. I currently do not have any plans for Thanksgiving, and I should, because I'm a great guest. I bring games. You want to put me on your categories team? I'll fucking nail it. Oh, want to do Mafia? I can do that. You want to do like a great celebrity? I fucking nail all those games. So if there is anyone out there, anyone who wants to have a great celebrity at your party, and I am a celebrity. I was in the Eddie Murphy movie Meet Dave. I was cut out, but I was in it. I met Eddie Murphy. And you know what? So think about that. David Wain, think about that. Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to the Sylvester Stallone Podcast. I am Paul Scheer. Gobble, gobble. Happy Thanksgiving. Woo! Oh, man. Geez, I gotta turn this down. Studio is closed today, so I'm just cruising around and just checking out everybody out here in LA and seeing what's up. What's up, LA? This is strange. I'm sorry. This is I'm not even paying attention. I'm just it's like, you ever be driving and you're not paying attention, and you're just like, how did I get here? Wow. This is my old house. Wonder what's going on in there today. Wonder what is happening in there. It's like, it's Uncle Dave's car. I guess June decided to have everybody over. She never likes to have people over. I don't know what happened. Oh, wow. What am I thankful for? Oh, shit. Fuck, someone's coming up. I don't think they see me. Shut the fuck up. Oh, God, that was close. So what am I thankful for? Movies like Rocky, and great stories of triumph, the underdog. Someone who everyone said, you're a failure. You're not going to get back up. And then at the end of the movie, he got that interview. I mean, he won that fight. And then he got a robot. In one of the sequels after, they got a fucking robot, and that robot had a relationship with his trainer, And that was all because he's an underdog. And, Thanksgiving is about underdogs. And, I may be whatever, having myself a Subway turkey sub with meatballs. Yeah, out of the box. That's what I think. And you can do that. You just have to pay extra. Just ask them, can I get a turkey sub with meatballs? It's healthier. And I'm just sitting in my car rocking out. I'm a lone wolf. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Wolf. And, yeah. I hope you guys are eating some lone wolf or lone turkeys. So anyway, this is me just saying, if you see a Prius cruising around your neighborhood, raise a turkey leg for me, because I'm out there. I'm out there getting the job done, doing the work. This is the Sylvester Stallone Podcast, and I am Paul Scheer, and I am thankful for you and to be away from people in my life who give me bullshit. I don't need cranberry sauce one day a year for a lifetime of, come to bed at the same time as me. I don't need that. All right, so I'm out. Woo! Just rocking out. Yeah. Woo-hoo! I'm free! Free from family! Free from everyone! Welcome back. Make sure you tune into our next Last Looks for the thrilling conclusion of the Sylvester Stallone Podcast. But right now it is time to announce our next movie. Next week we are going from boom booms to vroom vrooms. That's right. We are closing out Stallone's summer with the 2001 motorsports movie Driven, which was Sly's attempt to make a Formula One film years before Brad Pitt and Jerry Bruckheimer. Driven also stars Burt Reynolds, Kip Perdue, Till Schweiger, and Gina Gershon. All right, Rotten Tomatoes rates this film a 14% on the tomato meter, and Michael O'Sullivan from the Washington Post said, a music video shot by a cop's camera crew on crystal meth. Oh, fuck yeah. Washington Post brings the heat. I love that. Let's take a listen to the trailer.
Good luck today.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
To race with courage.
Everyone falls down. It's just how fast you get up.
To love with passion.
Don't blow this. Not over her.
To risk it all.
I can't do this.
Don't overdrive the car.
You must be Driven. Rated PG-13.
You can rent Driven on Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, Fandango, At Home, and the Microsoft Store. Wow, we're really pulling some interesting places. There are lots of movies named Driven, so just make sure you're watching the 2001 motor racing film. And totally unrelated to this week's movie, I encourage you to check out Hoopla and Canopy and Libby, which are digital media services offered by your local library that allow you to consume movies, TV, music, audiobooks, ebooks, and comics for free. That's it, everybody. That is all for Last Looks. And if you listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please rate and review us. Make sure you're following us and have automatic downloads turned on. It helps the show, and we appreciate it. Visit us on social media at HDTGM, and a big thank you to our producers, Scott Sonny and Molly Reynolds, and our movie-picking producer, Avril Halley, and our engineer, Casey Holford. We'll see you next week for Driven.